We're going to welcome in St. Ignatius class of 2013. I'm not trying to age the man. It does say it in the thread there. John Fanta joining us on the Fan Hotline, Cleveland's own NBC Sports. What's up, buddy?
What is happening, guys? No shortage of activity, even after a bye week. Here we go.
Now, I do want to know, are you leaving NBC Sports to be the new Ignatius head coach?
Ooh, it's like a Woj situation. You could be like the St. Bonnie's GM. You could be like Ignatius's new GM and maybe get those vouchers back.
I am okay. Thank you very much. I am a proud Wildcat alum. I'm also Ryan Franzinger is a very good family friend and a friend of mine, and so I hated to obviously see that the last couple of years did not work out because Ryan's a good man. He's going to continue to teach theology at the school. In terms of the football program, we have to be better. St. Ignatius needs to be a force again. It's been way too long. I graduated in 2013. The last state championship was with Eric Williams, Tim McVeigh in 2011, and that's not good enough. It's not good enough. Chuck Kyle built a monster, but the fact is what the program's been in recent years is so far from the standard that's been built for an 11-time state champion. So I'm very passionate about it. I know a lot of alumni are. This is a really important search. They've got to get it right because Ignatius football's got to get back on the map. Tired of being the doormat. It's time to get back on the map.
The standard is the standard. And by the way, a denial's the right way to go. Play hard to get. That's the way you do it, John.
How much you willing to donate to the program, John?
I will absolutely look. I don't know what that number is, but I absolutely support. I will support Ignatius in whatever way. Look, you're talking to my grandpa went there.
NBC money's real, John.
Yeah,
that is enough. That is John. We are.
That was out of pocket.
Right now, I'm worried about formula and diapers and DePodesta. That's what's on my mind.
Rumbling, stumbling, John. Don't run from it.
So this week, I've learned you don't like your high school. You don't like Italians, apparently.
I love my high school. I'm a proud Wildcat alum.
Not saying
Italians. What's going on here?
I love Italians, too. I'm making Nick Wilson dinner right now. I'm worried about having to pay for his freaking meal that I'm going to have to owe him because I believed. And now I'm sitting here as I'm talking to you guys, and when this news came out from Passon, I just thought to myself, man, and I bet Nick Wilson thinking that his whole back-end operation, because we never heard from the guy or saw him, like it's one of those bear in the woods things. Like I actually believe that his whole ideas would work, and that's why I'm the fool, I guess.
I am the bear in the woods. John, do you like the move? Sorry, I shouldn't say do you like the move. Are you happy that DePodesta won't be having his hand in the cookie jar in Cleveland anymore?
Well, to me, this is him beating the inevitable. That's how I read the situation. He knows that the owner is now done focusing on the stadium and actually is starting to look at what's happening with the football team. And Jimmy Haslam, I don't know who is in his ear to what degree, but we do know that Paul DePodesta was in his ear, and Paul DePodesta somehow had this convincing hold over Jimmy Haslam. Paul DePodesta was with the Cleveland Browns for a not short amount of time. I mean, you're talking about the better part of the last decade, almost a decade in Cleveland for this guy. And, to now go to the Rockies, I think he's beating what would have been the end for him. Does it necessarily mean it's the end for the other guys? I don't know the answer to that. Do I think that's the case? I do. I think that the Browns are going to hit the reset button because there's people out there who say that, no, the seats aren't hot for these guys. And to me, this is DePodesta has lost. I think he's trying to get out here, guys. And this is my theory. Haslam finally started to say what's going on, what exactly is happening here. And I think that DePodesta and Haslam lost their connection maybe in recent weeks, if not months. And Depot has been looking to get out. And this is his way of getting out. He's beating what would have been a firing. It's an optics move for him to take another job. and you're beating the reset. I mean, that's what my intuition says. I have not heard your show before I came on, so I don't actually know what you two have said about this, but that's my theory.
No, that's the right read. The right read is that it seems as if there's going to be a lot of changes, and DePodesta, while the baseball jobs are open, he's going to try to get a baseball job, and then he was able to land one, and so he took that opportunity, John.
Absolutely. He took that opportunity because he knows that things have run their course and that the current state of the organization is unjustifiable. I mean, even Jimmy Haslam, I have to think, oh man, I hope you can't justify the current product in any way, shape, or form, guys. It is at a level offensively that as we talked about last week, is as bad as I've seen, I think as bad as you guys have seen. And DePodesta, it's amazing because to me, I think like the biggest brick to fall from a structure, like it's the first one. And this proves the idea that when a lot of people have asked the question of who is in control, who's really in control, and a lot of people had suggested the last decade that DePodesta is the one who has Haslam's ear more than anybody. I mean, he's stayed through multiple regimes. He's had this power, and nobody ever really sees or hears from him, but it definitely felt like he had this pull on Jimmy Haslam. And maybe Jimmy Haslam just watched Moneyball and was convinced. I don't know the answer to that question.
It's not even a good movie,
yeah, well, neither was Draft Day. But what we do know, is that if our intuition is correct and that DePodesta had quite a bit of power, this is the first major smoke signal that says he doesn't want to have to be in the room again to, one, tell people they're fired, people that he probably likes. I mean, Andrew Barry and Kevin Stefanski have been around a while. They would have had to get along to some degree for how long they've all been together. But the happy house, or what appears to be a happy house, it's finally breaking up. It's taken too long, but this is the first exit. And when there's one, typically there's multiple. And I think that this is a sign now. Like, I am so curious. I don't know if you guys are or not, but I am very curious to see Sunday what the body language of the team is, what the attitude of the team is, how the team comes off the bye week. Because if they come out and they lose another game away from home and are lifeless and are just not there mentally, the writing really goes to the wall. I mean, to me, Sunday for the coach. And some people may say, well, it's already past that. Nick, I don't know. I would welcome the argument. Sunday to me feels like if there's ever a chance for like a last breath or a last chance to show why you belong, that's what Sunday feels like to me. Does it feel that way to you?
I mean, you better win. I don't say you better win this game. This is as good of a chance as you has to have a win a game since the Miami game. Might be your best chance to win a game all season long, considering they just had a fire sale.
I mean, it's true. It's true, but now this happens, and this didn't just occur. This has had to have come up during the bye week. I can't imagine. Like, it's not coincidence here, in my opinion. Now, baseball season did just end, so we're in baseball transaction season and all that stuff. But like, it does feel as though the perfect story. Like, for an organization that's this poor right now, you had to think things were almost too quiet out of Berea during the bye week, during the deadline, during all that, to say nothing was going to happen. Well, it was the calm before the storm. I mean, this news comes out, and all our phones blew up. And I'm sure yours did. My messages were from Browns Nation. Finally. I mean, this is a guy that really hung on for a long time and really did not have many fans. I mean, he hung on longer than the shelf life of people, even though he was behind the scenes. Like, DePodesta, the whole thought of him the last couple of years has been, oh God, if he has power, which we all think he does, it's really a sad situation because he never had to answer for the problems. And I believe that he had a large say in a lot of matters, and he had the perfect job because he never really had to face people on those things. But, now it makes sense why the general manager did not talk during the bye week, in my opinion. I think this all lines up.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought about Andrew Berry finally just ducking his responsibilities there because he didn't want to deal with a DePodesta question that he would have to dodge. I do wonder. We haven't spoken to DePodesta since 2022. I always wonder if we as a collective should do a GoFundMe to send Terry Pluto to Colorado to ask questions or something, get some answers out of him in his introductory press conference for the Rockies.
You know what? We're talking about donations in this call, which this is why this call is always fascinating because we've talked about unicorns. We've talked about movies. I think we've talked about dating once or twice. Now we're talking about a GoFundMe for Terry Pluto. Well, if we're going to start that, I will gladly give $50 to it. How much is a flight to Colorado?
It can't be that expensive. $300? Yeah, it can't be that expensive.
Yeah,
but tariffs, guys.
It's like 1 hour of work for Ken Carman. But, we could piece that together and give to the GoFundMe. I am all in to give to the GoFundMe for Terry Pluto to go out to Colorado and ask Paul DePodesta, number one, where have you been? And number two, are you beating the rush of a fire sale of its own in Cleveland? Which the answer is yes. We all know that answer. You're right. This is so rare. The New York Knicks do this with their executives. They never talk to the media. But, this is a really weird case of a guy who just appeared to have a lot of power, but we never really heard from. And this is the straw, that breaks the camel's back to me. The sign is, okay, change is a-coming. And to the people who say, because I respect a lot of the people who have said this, but you guys have had them on your show, right? You've had people on your show that are in the know with the Browns, correct me if I'm wrong, that have legitimately said they do not foresee the major changes that the three of us are talking about that seem rational.
It's Daryl Ryder every Monday and Friday.
Yeah, and I love Daryl.
Eraser phrase.
I would say, what's that?
Eraser phrase.
Keep going, John. It's okay.
Oh, I really, Daryl's a friend of mine. we text all the time and stuff. And what I would say to that is, and Daryl's in the know more than I am, but how could you possibly justify to your fan base bringing these people back? There's no justification for it. And there's very few in the history of professional sports at this point.
All right, John, real quick. You have some allegations to beat here, my friend. You already talked about the Italian stuff, and you love Italian people. We believe you, sort of.
Yeah, we do believe you love Big East basksketball too. I don't know what that was about.
I married an Italian, and I'm craving Mama Santa's in Little Italy right now. Go ahead.
That's a very good misdirection there. Can you defeat these allegations though that you ditched us on Tuesday to record with Barstool that was released yesterday?
Which I understood, by the way, John. I understood.
I was genuinely stuck in the airport. I was in Detroit
with the Barstool guys.
It's not what Big Cat told me.
No, I recorded with Pardon My Take on Tuesday night. I swear I would never. You guys
what are you swearing on?
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, you're not swearing on anything I've noticed. I see. You want to swear on Italian people?
I'm swearing on Mac Robinson's Wendy's Frosty high school card that he had. I'm swearing on that.
What about Ignatius football?
Yeah, sure, fine. Ignatius football. I'm swearing on that I promise you I did not ditch the appearance for you guys for them. I would never do that to you guys. You guys are in my calendar weekly.
I'll believe it this time. John, appreciate you, buddy. Talk to you next week.
I'm praying, guys. I am going to be at MetLife on Sunday in the rain. So
hopefully the play calling makes a difference for you.
Yeah.
Bye, John.